Hello, traders. FX Collector here. Today is Thursday, and it is June 13th. So, how is everybody doing today? Hopefully, fairly well. Yeah, we had an awful busy day yesterday, and boy, it looks like it did. Instead of doing a pump and dump, it looks like it's doing a dump and pump. So, yeah, definitely. We're going to start off by looking at the dollar index because I am a big believer if you know what the dollar index is doing, then you pretty much know what all the other dollar pairs are doing also. So, we're going to start off by looking at the dollar index. We're going to take a look at the euro dollar. We're going to take a look at the pound dollar. We're going to take a look at gold. And then I'm going to start taking requests from people in the audience. So, definitely, if you have something you would like me to look at, definitely feel free to put in the chats on YouTube, and I would be more than happy to check it out. So, yeah, let's get started right away. No point in hanging around beating around the bush about it. Let's get started. We had PPI news today, as you can see, and we had core PPI and regular PPI change in price of finished goods. It really didn't do a whole lot to start with, but I mean, eventually it did actually make the dollar go up a little bit more. And what do we have tomorrow? We have another pretty decent news event tomorrow. We got consumer sentiment tomorrow for the US dollar. And we got inflation expectations tomorrow for the US dollar. And tonight we got JPY interest rate news. This is actually 4 o'clock in the morning UK time or 11 o'clock at night Eastern Standard Time. So this news right here is definitely not something I'm going to be awake for. It's at 4 o'clock in the morning, so I'm definitely not going to be awake for that. So I definitely will not be trading that, but it's going to be a pretty important event. Last time they ended up raising above negative rates for the first time in a very long time. And they want inflation up, so they may actually end up raising rates again in Japan tonight. So definitely, if you're available, during this time, which, like I said, it's 4 o'clock in the morning my time, so I'm definitely not available. But if you are available, definitely check out these yen pairs tonight. And consumer sentiment tomorrow is also a very big news event, a really good news event. So that's another one that we definitely need to pay attention to tomorrow. So, anyways, let's analyze the US dollar index. And then we'll analyze the euro dollar, the pound dollar, we'll look at gold, and then I will start taking requests from people in the audience. If you have not done so yet, definitely join my free Discord channel. It is 100% free to join. I'm probably going to start a brand new giveaway tomorrow. And that brand new giveaway will probably be another 100 USDT, just like what I gave away yesterday. So in order to have a chance to win a free 100 USDT, you don't have to do anything except for join my 100% free community. And we currently have 5,174 people in the group. So definitely join up. It's 100% free to join, and I'm gonna probably start doing giveaways on at least once a month. Normally I give away 100 USDT, cryptocurrency, which is basically $100. And that's normally what I give away. So we're gonna do that, and the giveaway is gonna end on. It's gonna start tomorrow, and it's gonna end on the 28th. So I will be announcing the winner of this 100 USDT giveaway on the 28th. It's gonna start tomorrow. It's gonna end on the 28th. The only thing you have to do in order to participate in this giveaway is join my 100% free Discord channel. And as you can see, this is all just today right here. This is a very active group most of the time. So definitely join up. The only thing you have to do in order to participate in the giveaway is join the free channel, go to the giveaway, and then click on this little emoji. I'm going to start the giveaway tomorrow. It's not open yet, but tomorrow is when we're going to start that. So definitely join up. It's 100% free to join. You never have to pay a dime, and you actually potentially could win money at the end of every, not every month, but you have a chance to win money every month. So, anyways, definitely check that out. It's 100% free to join. The link is in the chats, the description, and it's also at the top of this video right here. Discord right there. 100% free to join. So, anyways, yeah, let's start off by looking at the US dollar index. Now, for me, I am always trading with the trend until the trend proves otherwise. So I always trade with the trend until the trend proves otherwise. What direction is the trend right now on the higher roadmap time frames? The trend is definitely 100% still down on the US dollar. Now, if this does end up going up and if it does break structure, then that's going to change the trend to being up. And if the trend's up, I'm going to start looking for longs on the dollar via the dollar pairs. But yes, this is definitely a very strong move up that we've been getting today on the dollar. But has it broken structure? Has it made a higher low? Has it made an engulfing move to the upside? Has it really done anything at all to prove that this thing is going up in any significant way on the roadmap higher time frames? For me, the answer is no to all those questions, which means I am definitely still primarily on the short side on the dollar. Now, I do understand this move up is very strong, which I totally agree with. But until the market tells me that this trend is over, and it definitely will tell me by breaking structure to the upside on my roadmap time frames, until it actually does that, I am definitely looking for primarily shorts in a downtrend. Now, I am definitely more of a swing trader. I usually trade between the 2 and 4 hour time frame. So, I mean, if you're trading like the 15-minute, 5-minute, or even 1-minute time frame, then the trend is probably up for you. But I'm not a scalper and I'm not a day trader even really. I'm more of a swing trader. So I personally am still looking for shorts on the dollar until the dollar proves otherwise, which it definitely has not proved otherwise yet. I got my Fibonacci retracement on here. We're at the 61.8. This move up is definitely looking very impulsive, but it could still end up being a correction and it still could end up reversing. Or it literally could just keep on going up and break structure. If it does just keep on going up and break structure, then guess what? I'm going to stop looking for shorts and I'm going to start looking for longs. I always trade with the trend. Excuse me. So, yeah, the trend is definitely. Obviously, the trend is up on the 1 hour time frame, but that's not my roadmap time frame. If you are trading, the 5 minute, 1 minute, 5 minute, 15-minute time frame, then yeah, the trend is definitely up on the dollar on the 1 hour time frame, and you would probably be using the 1 hour time frame as your roadmap time frame to give you direction in the shorter time frames. But for me, as a swing trader, I am definitely still looking for a Fibonacci bounce. I am definitely still looking for an engulfing move down. And if I see that, especially if it goes down and breaks structure, I am 100% going to go short on the dollar pairs again. So anyways, let's switch over to the US dollar pairs. Let's switch over to the euro dollar. Yeah, the euro has been extremely weak in a ways ever since we had the elections last weekend. We had parliament elections last weekend, and ever since that, the euro has been overall very weak. But until the US dollar proves me otherwise, I am definitely looking at this move down as possibly a correction to this move up. 100%. And if you've seen my full top-down analysis, you already kind of know what I think about these. Hopefully you have seen my top-down analysis if you're here because I do these every single day, but I definitely still think this is a 1. I still think this is a 2. I personally still think this thing's going to go up for a wave 3 over the coming weeks and months. So unless the dollar proves that analysis wrong, which it possibly could, and if it does, I have absolutely no problems changing directions. And a trader I've heard in the past, I'm not really sure who said this, but I would rather be profitable than right. I mean, I do care if my analysis is right. I prefer my analysis to be right, but if my analysis is wrong, guess what? I don't really care because I'll just change directions and start trading in the other direction, so it's not really too big of a deal. But for now, definitely looking at this as the end of a correction. Definitely looking at this as possibly a wave 1. I am looking to see if it makes a Fibonacci bounce. If it does make a Fibonacci bounce, I am definitely going to go long because that's probably going to be the end of a wave 2, which at this point might not even happen until tomorrow. We got a decent amount of dollar news coming out tomorrow, so I'm definitely keeping an eye on it. I mean, it kind of looks more like a 1, 2, 3, and I honestly wouldn't be surprised if it did just keep on going down, which is why I always tell people if you're trading below the 1 hour time frame, you should definitely be looking for shorts. If you're like me and you're trading above the 1 hour time frame, then you're doing either one of two things. You're either patiently waiting for a Fibonacci bounce to go long, or you're patiently waiting for it to prove that it's going down by breaking structure to the downside. Then you'll be patiently waiting for a pullback to go short again for the continuation of the downtrend. But as of right now, the trend is definitely up for me. There's absolutely no proof on any of my higher time frames at all that the trend is down in any way whatsoever. And the trend is my friend. I trade with the trend at all times. So that's definitely what I'm looking at on the euro dollar. Ooh, the pound dollar is looking a little bit interesting. Like I was saying in my morning video, if out of all the dollar pairs, the pound dollar is the one that I could kind of convince myself that it could go down, because I do see a wave one, I do see what could be a wave two, expanding flat wave two. This could be a wave three, this could be a wave four, this could be a wave five right there. If it is a wave five, then it potentially could be a wave one of this uptrend, and potentially it could go down and make a big old wave two that would potentially last maybe several weeks to maybe a month or two, and then go back up for a wave three. So I definitely could picture this happening on the pound dollar, but guess what I'm doing? Do we have a breaker structure to the downside? No. Do we have a lower high? No. Do we have a Fibonacci bounce? No. Do we have an engulfing move to the downside? Absolutely not. Guess what I'm doing? I'm looking for longs on shorter time frames until one of those things proves to me that it really is going down in a very significant way. So as of right now, I am definitely 100% looking at this move down as possibly a crescent to this move up. If it gets a good Fibonacci bounce, if it makes a good engulfing move to the upside, I definitely will go long. Otherwise, if it just keeps on going down, breaks structure, then I'll know it's probably a wave A, and then I'll patiently wait for the wave B, and then I'll go short for the wave B at the end of the wave B for the wave C, which I think will be an ABC of 2, and will likely be a wave 1. So patience definitely pays. Now, like I always tell people, if you are trading below the 1 hour time frame, then you're probably you're probably doing things different than me. If you're trading below the 1 hour time frame has been in a move to the downside ever since it made a lower high yesterday after the news. So what should you be doing trading below the 1 hour time frame? You should be looking for shorts in a downtrend. This actually looks more like a trend to me in a way, so honestly, I wouldn't be surprised even if it did go up. It might just be like a wave B or possibly even a wave 2, and then it might actually go down again for a wave C or a wave 3. But I am 100% waiting for a Fibonacci bounce to go long. If I see a Fibonacci bounce and a golfing move to the upside, I'm definitely taking it as a long opportunity for the continuation of the uptrend. If I don't see that, then I'll patiently wait for it to break structure to the downside, and then I'll patiently wait for a pullback, and then I will enter at the end of the pullback for the continuation of the downtrend if it proves that it really is going down, which so far it definitely has not done so. So let's go check out gold. I like to do the most popular pairs first because these are the ones that I used to make my PM videos. I used to always do PM videos for the euro dollar, the pound dollar, and gold. I recently, when I started doing these live streams 4 days a week, I stopped doing the PM videos because the two PM videos were getting to be way too much work for me. You know, I'm a trader and I don't want to spend all my time making videos, so I figured that I would just do live streams, and that way I could interact with the audience. You know, I could take requests from the audience, and I could just kind of, really interact with people in the group. So, no more PM videos except for maybe on Sundays when I'm available. Otherwise, yeah. So, anyways, on gold, I definitely have a couple different counts that I could do on gold. Now, I think everybody probably knows my full down analysis on gold, I would imagine. Which my full down analysis on gold is still very bullish. I still think this is likely to go up and make a wave 3. 161.8 at the 2550 is still my target. And then I think it'll probably make a wave 4, and then I think it'll probably make a wave 5. So I am extremely still bullish on the very high time frames. Now that's the monthly time frame, and basically no one is going to be trading the monthly time frame in my opinion. I mean, if you are, then you're definitely not much of a trader. You're probably more of a investor. But anyways, I could come up with a couple different counts on this gold chart. Count number one is that this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of A. Then this right here is actually a wave B, like a double zigzag wave B. And then this is actually a wave 1, this is actually a wave 2, and this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of wave C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of C. That's definitely one of my counts on gold, which obviously that is way different than the other count that I have. Which the other count I have is that we're in a wave three on the weekly monthly, and because we're in a wave three, you get what my old mentor would often call it a blasting effect, which means that you think it looks like it should go down for a wave C like that, but because we're in a wave three on the very high time frames, it doesn't do that. What it does is it makes a higher low and just keeps on trending up because a wave three is supposed to be the biggest, strongest wave of a trend. So I'm definitely still bullish on gold until proven otherwise, which it definitely hasn't proven me otherwise yet either. I still think this looks like one, two, three, four, five waves up. It's either a wave A or wave one. I still think this move down is either a wave B or wave two. I still think gold is going to go up for either a wave C or wave three. If it goes up to one of these Fibonacci levels, makes a big impulsive move down, makes a break of structure, that's going to prove to me that it is a wave C, and I would get out of my longs and I would go short for the continuation of the downtrend. That would pretty much prove the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of wave C scenario that I was just explaining on the daily time frame. Otherwise, if it doesn't do that, but it goes up, bounces from a fib level, bounces from a fib level, and it just keeps on trending up, then obviously it's a wave three. Now, honestly, it really doesn't have to do any of that. I mean, if this is actually a one over here and this is actually a two over here, it potentially could just keep on going down because this would probably be a one of three, a two of three, and a wave three of wave three. So honestly, it doesn't really have to do any of that. I'm just saying that if it does make a big bounce on the shorter time frames, which I'm not putting my fibs on here because I don't even trade these short time frames, but if you put your Fibonacci retracement from here to here, and you see that it bounces from a fib level, makes a reversal, makes a break of structure, then that is what would show me that this is either a wave B or wave 2. And at that point, I would go long. But I would have to see this picture right here to go long. Otherwise, you should either be looking for shorts or you should be holding shorts for the continuation of the downtrend. So that's definitely what I'm looking at for that. I think that's still one of the more likely scenarios in my opinion, for sure. So yeah, so anyways, now that we have completed, so now that we have completed the gold, the euro dollar, and the pound dollar analysis, I'm going to start taking requests from people in the audience. Nay with Nay 2D, no today, whatever it is, requested the Aussie dollar, which I see a few people have already requested the Aussie dollar anyways. So let's start off with the Aussie dollar, and then I'll start taking requests from people in the chats on YouTube. Yeah, man, the Aussie dollar. So a lot of these dollar pairs really do seem like the analysis that I've been talking about is correct. Some of them don't, like the euro dollar, and mostly the reason why the euro dollar doesn't look like that is because the euro is still very, very weak overall ever since we had that news this week. But I mean, it's still definitely looking like an uptrend to me, in my opinion. So let's just see it, just make it so everything's good. So let's check out the Aussie dollar. I'm still very, very, very bullish on the Aussie dollar. I mean, most of the reason why is because it is very high time phase. I mean, I still think this looks like an uptrend. I still think this looks like one, two, three waves down. I still think this looks like it's gonna go up and make a big old giant wave three on the weekly and monthly time frame. If it is gonna go up and make a big old giant wave three, then we should be pretty much looking for longs basically all summer long, probably. Now you go down to the daily time frame. It looks like a one, two, three, four, five waves up. It looks like a wave one. I still think this kind of looks like an ABC of two. I still think the wave two is potentially over, and I still think it's going to potentially go up for a wave three, especially something like the Aussie dollar. Now, going down to the sort of time frames is where I got my Fibonacci retracement on this last move right here. I'm looking, just like the euro dollar and the pound dollar, I'm looking for a Fibonacci bounce, and I'm looking to go long if it produces a Fibonacci bounce, which it definitely hasn't done so yet. But I would almost consider this to be one, two, three waves down. So, and we are at the fib level. If it makes an impulsive engulfing move to the upside, I would definitely 100% take that as a long opportunity for the continuation of the uptrend. If it doesn't do that, even if it just makes like a little bounce and goes down, the bounce goes down, then obviously you need to continue to look for shorts. There is always a chance that this thing just keeps on going down. There's definitely a chance that the dollar keeps going up. But what I'm saying is that if you trade below the 1 hour time frame, you should definitely still right now be looking for sorts in a downtrend, unless you see this picture right here, Fibonacci bounce, engulfing move to the upside. If you do see that picture, then definitely stop looking for sorts and start looking for longs again for the continuation of the uptrend. So that's definitely what I'm looking for on that still. So anyways, let's see. Let's see what we got going on here. Hey Stefan, thanks for the channel support. I really do appreciate that. If you have any requests, Stefan, definitely let me know in the chats. I'll be more than happy to check it out. So before I move on, I definitely do want to mention that I do have a membership, which you can see on the website. You can see on the screen. It's fxpipcollector.com. Whoops, I think I accidentally closed out of it. Yeah, I guess I did. So if anybody is interested in joining my membership, all you have to do is go to fxpipcollector.com and check it out. I share every single swing trade that I take with my members at the time of entry. And I also do daily Zoom meetings every single day. Every single London session, I do a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday meeting, and every single New York session, I do a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday meeting. And I also share every single trade that I take with my members. These are the swing trades that I've shared with my members this week. If anybody's interested, you can go through and pause the video and check these out. These are the swing trades that I've shared with my group at the time of entry this week. So if anybody's interested, you could probably go through, pause the video, and check some of these entries out that I've been sharing with my group this week. Every single trade I take, I share with my group. But if you do join my membership, just be aware that I am not a scalper. You're never going to find me on the 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, or even 30-minute time frames looking for trades. I don't even really look for trades on the 1 hour time frame. I look for trades on the 2 to 4 hour time frame. And honestly, I think that 90% of traders should not be scalpers, because if you have a full-time job, how can you trade the 5 minute time frame? If you have a family, how can you trade the 5 minute time frame? It's pretty much impossible. My old mentor used to say to us that scalping was invented by the brokers in order to bleed you to death. Now, don't get me wrong, there's definitely some people that can make money scalping 100%. But I would say that the majority of people who think that they should be scalping are definitely probably not making money on a consistent basis. Actually, they are probably losing money on a consistent basis. Now, like I said, there's definitely some good scalpers out there, and then we definitely have a few good scalpers in the group, but they are definitely few and far between, 100%. Excuse me. So let's check out the US dollar CAD for Carl. Hey, Carl, how's it going, buddy? Hey, Philippi, how's it going? And Lewis, Zen, how's everybody doing today? Skyrick? Yeah, the US dollar CAD has been extremely rangy. It kind of looks like gold almost with how rangy it's been. Gold has literally been in a range for about 2 months now. We were looking at today and on the daily time frame. It's getting pretty crazy. That's kind of common for the dollar pairs, though. I mean, the dollar pairs definitely do that very often. I personally still think that this could have already found a top. I still think this might have made a wave one, either an A, B, C, or A, B, C, D, E. I don't really care how you count it. How you count it is definitely down important to me. I still think it's likely a 1-2, and I still think it's likely to go down for a wave three. But just like Carl was saying, this thing is just unbelievably rangy. I tried to go short today on this, right at the news right there. I tried to go short, and then I got out on the move up because definitely wasn't going to let it go against me in such a rangy market. But I honestly still think that there's a very good chance that they could make a lower high, and I still think there's a pretty good chance that it could end up continuing the downtrend. I would I'm not doing it because, like I said, I don't really trade the 1 hour time frame, but I would put my Fibonacci retracement on here. I would be looking for a Fibonacci bounce. I'd be looking for an engulfing move down, just like what happened earlier today. Earlier today's entry wasn't a good entry, but you know what? The next one might be a good entry. So if it does make an engulfing move down, I definitely would go short for the continuation of the downtrend, 100%. Definitely still looking for shorts in a downtrend. So let's see here. So, let's see. Let me continue to look for requests. I'm sorry about that stream bot. That thing, it constantly is flagging people. I'm gonna definitely turn it off this weekend. I'm probably not gonna do it today. I gotta go into the settings and do that, but I will turn that off. I see Craft got restricted and somebody else got restricted, which I can actually still see your messages, so I can still actually see what you said, so it's not a big deal. So I do apologize about that. I'll definitely be fixing that this weekend. Wow, the yen pairs did make a pretty significant turn today, didn't they? This is kind of what I've been talking about for so long on these yen pairs, which is that this could be a wave A, this could be a wave B, and we could go down for a wave C. And even if it does go down for a wave C, that's fine because most likely it's just an ABC correction to the uptrend. So pretty much the same thing on the pound yen. I'm going to do the pound yen and the euro yen at the same time. Actually, the pound yen is quite a bit different. So a lot of the reason is because this euro is just so weak still. So I had this labeled as ending a correction right here because I mean it definitely looked like the end of a correction, but like I've been saying in my videos and my live streams, this definitely could be an A, this definitely could be a B, this definitely could be a C. Boy, I don't really like that it didn't hit a fib level though. It kind of missed that fib level, but boy, it definitely looks like it is an ABC of B, and it does look like it potentially is going down for a wave C, and then potentially probably go down to a percentage of this move up right here, make an ABC correction, and probably from there, I bet it will continue the uptrend. So, yeah, with that impulsive move down that we got today, you probably should be looking for sorts, especially if you trade on the 1 hour time frame and below. Yeah, that was kind of a tricky move today, wasn't it? Because it kind of looks like a 1, 2, 3, and then it just turned without making a wave 4 and a wave 5. I really do not. I really pretty much never, ever go short the yen pairs because the yen has been in a never-ending uptrend. I mean, all you have to do is zoom out on pretty much any yen pair on the higher time frames, and you'll see instantly why. Uh, my charts are having issues again. Maybe it's something to do with the live stream. So you'll see why. All you gotta do is zoom out on the 1 hour, the 4 hour time frame or the daily time frame, and you'll see why looking for longs in an uptrend has been so vitally important. Hopefully this is still working good. Sorry about that. I think I had a little bit of a hiccup on my internet, so hopefully it didn't do too much. So in a ways, yeah, I would probably be looking for sorts on that for now, but boy, I think you should definitely still be more focused on the longs. Like I said, all you gotta do is zoom out on pretty much any yen pair and you can see why looking for longs has been such a vital strategy for at least 4 years now. I really don't like to sort the yen pairs. I pretty much never sort the yen pairs. I go long, I go long, I go long, I go long, 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 long. Long. What am I doing now? Even if it goes all the way down, I'm not going to go short. I'm going to go long at the end of the pullback for the continuation of the uptrend. So I'm really not a fan of sorting the yen pairs, especially the pound yen. The pound yen has been so strong. I mean, this possibly could turn into a pretty decent move down, and honestly, if it does, good. Because guess what? I'll be going long at the end of the pullback for the continuation of the uptrend, just like I've been doing for a very long time. So, I mean, it obviously, if you trade below the 1 hour time frame, I mean, yeah, going short on the yen pairs is probably not a bad strategy right now, but you have to remember that we have yen news this evening. We have yen news tonight. Let's see here. So, yeah, tonight we have JPY interest rate news at 4 o'clock in the morning, UK time. So the yen is definitely going to be moving probably prior to the news and at the news and probably after the news. It's going to be pretty volatile. Probably interest rate is a pretty big deal. So I would imagine that the yen is going to be pretty volatile. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if this is literally setting itself up for a long tonight. Like I said, I really don't sort the yen pairs. I would literally spend the last 4 years looking for longs on the yen pairs. How much money would you have made over the past 4 years if you did absolutely nothing but go long on the yen pairs? I'm not saying that's what I did, but just think about it. If you were not focused on the sorts, but you literally for the last 4 years did absolutely nothing but went long on every single pullback, how much money do you think you would have in your account right now? you probably wouldn't even have to work anymore. You'd probably have so much money. You'd probably be pretty much ready to buy your own personal island or something by now. So I'm not really a big fan of sorting the yen pairs. Definitely not. Let's check out the US dollar Swiss for Zen. Yeah, I was short the US dollar Swiss. I got out though. I was short back here. I'm out now, but honestly, I'm still short a couple Swiss pairs. I'm short the Euro Swiss, and I'm also short the Pound Swiss. I mean, the dollar Swiss does kind of look like it could possibly, be an ABC correction, but I honestly wouldn't be surprised if it's not. I wouldn't be surprised. I honestly think this could be the end of a correction on the weekly time frame. I think that could be an A, this could be a B, and this could be a C. Maybe a wave four, maybe a subdivision of a bigger trend, but if that's true, this potentially is going to go down long term, make lower lows, lower highs on like the daily, weekly time frame. So yeah, going down to the short time frames, boy, I don't think I would be doing. It definitely, this is one definitely was a little tricky. Like I said right here, broke structure, kind of looked like it was a one, two, three, four, five of C. I ended up going short right there because I've been looking for shorts this whole time, but it definitely was a little tricky if you not really paying attention very well. And honestly, it looks like it's making another short right now, but it looks of it. Yeah, definitely. Look at that. One, two, three waves up. One, two, three waves up. One, two, three waves up. What am I doing right now? I'm looking for one, two, three wave patterns to go short. One, two, three waves up. One, two, three waves up. One, two, three waves up. What am I doing? I'm looking for three wave pullbacks to go short. That's pretty much what I do all day long, every single day. Look for three way pullbacks. Trade with the trend because I know the trend is my friend. Look for three way pullbacks for the continuation of the trend. So let's see here. Yeah, let's check out Bitcoin. Like I said, if anybody does have any requests, definitely put them in the chat. So I'll be more than happy to look at basically anything. Now you have to, every single thing on this list right here, these are all the pairs that I do look at every single day for my premium members in my daily Zoom meetings. I also just recently, last week, started trading some indices because boy, these indices are awesome. And I also do Bitcoin. So I do Bitcoin, I do all these indices, I do natural gas, oil, I do gold and silver, and I do almost every single major Forex pair. At least all the major Forex pairs. And we do a full top-down analysis on all these pairs every single day in the meetings, and I look for setups together with the group. Now, the meetings are definitely more focused on teaching and analysis, but at the end of the 2 hour, 4 hour candles, if there's a trade during the meeting, I take the trade and I share the trade with the group at the time of entry. Every single trade I take, every single swing trade I take, I share with the group at the time of entry. I really don't like to consider it swing trading. I don't like to consider it a signal service because I think that anybody that follows a signal service is probably never going to be a successful trader. I like to just think of it as one trader telling other traders, hey, I'm getting in this trade. If you'd like to get in, this is my entry and this is my stop loss. Like I said, I'm really not a big fan of the idea of signal services because, like, how are you ever supposed to learn to trade if you just follow along with my trades? But that's why I like to call it learn and earn at the same time because hopefully while you're learning to trade, you can be earning by following along with some of my swing trades that I take. And if anybody's interested, the website's right here, fxpipcollector.com. So anyways, let's keep going. Let's see what's next on the list. I think Bitcoin is next, right? And then the dollar yen. So let's check out Bitcoin. Oh wow, it's right at my target. Look at that. I actually thought the correction was potentially already over, but I had that blue box there for quite a while now. I'm honestly kind of wondering if it might have made a lower high though. I mean, I have this labeled as a way B, but what if this is actually a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now this thing's going down? I think that everybody is so expecting Bitcoin to go to $100,000 and whatever other unrealistic expectations that people have. And I think because of that alone, I think that it's going to go down a lot. I'm not a crypto trader. I do not trade Bitcoin. I do not trade any cryptocurrencies. I've never traded cryptocurrencies in my life. I do own a little teeny bit of Bitcoin, but that's only because when I signed up for my T-bill account a couple years ago, they gave me $100 in free Bitcoin. So I do own a little teeny bit of Bitcoin, definitely not much. I do not trade cryptocurrencies. I trade every single thing on this list except for Bitcoin, and I don't trade the Kiwi Swiss and the Kiwi CAD because my Oanda TMS broker doesn't offer it. But every single other thing on this list I trade. So yeah, I mean I'm a big advocate of Bitcoin trading like every other currency. I think Bitcoin is literally going to start doing the same thing that every other currency does. What does every other currency do? It goes down and up and up, and on the monthly time frame, it goes up and down and up and down. I think this thing is going to literally just trade like every other currency in the world. I don't think Bitcoin's going anyway. I just think it's going to start trading just like every other currency in the world, which is not really going to $1 million like I've heard some really crazy predictions on Bitcoin. Now I still think this is possibly a wave four, so if it does bounce from this level, making a positive move up, especially if you get a break of structure, I would definitely go long. My target has been $74,000 for the wave 5. 74,000 is right at the 50%, and also the 61.8 is a likely target for wave 5 also. The 61.8 is right here at the 78%, $78,000 area. So I think we're still in a wave 5, but I honestly wouldn't be surprised if it did go down, to be honest with you. But I think we're in a wave 5 by the looks of it. Or we're in a wave 4 potentially. If this starts to turn up, if it makes an engulfing move to the upside, I definitely would get out of any shorts and potentially go long because it probably would be the end of a wave 4 and the beginning of an uptrend for a wave 5 of wave 5, most likely. So let's see. Let's move on. Let's look at the Euro Swiss. I'm short the Euro Swiss. This is a trade that I provided with the group at the time of entry. Like I said, if you join my membership, you do get access to all my swing trades. And let's see, right here, right there. This is a trade that I provided to my members at the time of entry today. This is from today. And it's time stamped on Discord, so it's not like I made it up. This was the entry. This was my stop loss. I provided this trade to my group today at the time of entry. And like I said, you can see right here that I provided this trade at 1:43 p.m. today. I also went short the pound Swiss today at pretty much the same time. So like I said, if anybody's interested, these are the trades that I provided to the group this week so far. You can go through and pause the video and check them out if you're really interested. Like I said, I really don't like to call it a signal service because I really don't believe anybody is ever going to learn to trade if they just follow along with my trades. But hopefully while you're learning to trade for yourself, you can earn by following along with some of my trades. So like I said, if anybody is interested, the website's right here, fxpipcollector.com. It's only $30 a month too. It's extremely cheap. I don't want to be one of those deuces on YouTube that charges thousands or hundreds of dollars. I'm just looking to, make enough money to pay for the time that I put into YouTube. A couple $1,000s a month is pretty much good for me on memberships. So, wow, yeah, that's definitely pushing. I had a box right here. I've had this box right here for a very long time. We had a little bit of a bounce at the 100%, but did it break structure right there? Did it make a higher low? Did it do anything at all to tell us that this trend was over? If it closes below the 123, then my next target is all the way down here at the 161.8, 178.6. So my next area of resistance is the 123. If it bounces from there, breaks structure to the upside, then I'll go long. If it doesn't do that, then I'm just going to continue to look for shorts in a downtrend. The euro has been so weak lately. It's just crazy how weak the euro has been. I can't believe that the election this weekend did that. But why did we go short today? Because the trend was down on the daily. There was no proof that it was going up. And what happened on the 1 hour range? 1, 2, 3 waves up, impulsive down. Perfect entry to go short. 1, 2, 3 waves up, go short. This isn't really a trend. That's more of a trend, so maybe that wouldn't have been. But 1, 2, 3 waves up, go short. 1, 2, 3 waves up, go short. Trading is really not that difficult. what's difficult about trading is the fact that our trading psychology gets in the way of us being pretty much limitless about how much money we could potentially make in these markets. Trading is really not that difficult. It's us that makes trading difficult, thinking that we need to identify the top and bottom of every single trend, thinking that we need to catch every single move, thinking that we need to put an Elliott wave label on every single wave. Those are the things that are probably preventing you from being a consistently successful trader. You'll notice that pretty much the only place where I try to label every single wave is the daily, weekly, and monthly time frame. On the 1 hour time frame, I have almost no labels on my charts. Even on the 4 hour time frame, I have almost no labels. Why? Because I think it's completely unnecessary to try to label every single wave of the market. All that's going to do is take up your time and probably confuse the living heck out of you. So yeah, I'm short on the Euro Swiss. I've been short since this afternoon. I'm still short, and I would continue to look for more shorts. The Yo Aussie, yeah, the Yo Aussie is another one that just keeps on dumping, isn't it? Where is the Yo Aussie? Right there. It's actually not dumping much, but yeah. I've had this wave C analysis on my charts. This was actually a losing, well, it wasn't really necessarily a losing trade because I have a technique to turn all trades risk free without moving your stop loss. Normally, what people do is they enter a trade and then as soon as it goes into profit, they move their stop loss to break even. The euro has been going down because of the election that we had last weekend. We had a parliament election in Europe last weekend, and ever since the election, the euro has been extremely, extremely weak across the board. So that is what happened with that. Now, I've had this label right here for a very long time, which I still think that it is possible that it could go up and make a wave C. So if this does go up and make a wave C, then it will prove that it's going to go up by going like this, breaking structure, which it definitely hasn't done yet. I think that it's going to go up and make a wave C, but honestly, if it doesn't turn, then I won't be looking for longs at any point. This could easily just keep on stretching out. I think the low of wave 4 needs to be taken out. Originally, what I thought was that this was going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and take out the low of wave 4. It hasn't gone up to make the wave C of the wave B, and it honestly doesn't have to. It literally could just keep on trending down, take out the low of wave 4, turn back up, and turn into an uptrend. And that would be a completely normal looking pattern if it did decide to do that. So that's pretty interesting for sure. I personally am looking for shorts in a downtrend until I get some really good evidence that it's going up, which I definitely don't see yet. Man, look at some of these shorts that you could have had. Go short there, go short there, go short here, go short there, go short, 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 short. The trend is your friend. The reason why 90% of people lose money is because they're like, ooh, the trend is down on the higher time frames. They don't even pay attention to it. And they're like, ooh, I'm going to go long there. And then they lose. And then they're like, I'm going to go long there. And then they lose. And then they're like, I'm going to go long here. And then they lose. And then by the time they finally realize that they should be looking for shorts, the thing turns up, breaks structure, and goes up. So the trend is your friend. We were joking today about how in the group about how you need to tattoo that to the back of your hand. So that way you can look at it every single day and say to yourself, guess what? The trend is your friend. Because man, it is so, so true. Life is so much easier when you trade with the trend. Okay, what else? Oil. Let's go check out oil. I think oil is going to break structure to the upside. Probably not now, but originally I was thinking that it was going to go down, but guess what? The market is telling me something else. My analysis has been that this was going to go down, take out this low, and then go up and make a wave B, and then go down and make a wave C. But wave C's do not always have to take out the low of wave A. It's just an irregular ABC correction. I think this is an uptrend, wave A. I think this is an A, B, C, or B, potentially already over. If the market proves it's over, then I would know for a fact. So far, it hasn't proven that yet. But if it does prove it, then it's probably going out for a wave C or B, probably all the way up to about $100 a barrel. And then it's probably going to go down again. based on my monthly time frame analysis. Now, like I said, it hasn't been proved that it's going up like that yet because we have not broken structure yet. This could easily be 1, 2, 3 waves up and then down it goes. The trend is your friend. The trend is down. Now, this is obviously an uptrend right here. I would definitely label this as either a wave A or possibly a wave 1, 100%. I would label this possibly as going down for a wave B or a wave 2. If it goes back up, bounces from a fib level, goes down, breaks structure, then it's obviously an ABC correction to the downtrend. On the other hand, if it goes up, bounces from a fib level, does it break structure, then it's obviously a 1-2, it's obviously a wave 3. Once it breaks structure, it's going to prove that the weekly analysis of it going up for a wave B is correct, and we will be looking for longs in an uptrend again. Technically, right now, I'm definitely looking for shorts, primarily. It kind of made 3 waves down on the sort of time frames, but I mean, I honestly don't even. For me, anything below the 1 hour time frame doesn't even exist. I don't even look at these time frames. I could remove these time frames from my charts, never look at them for the rest of my life, and be completely happy and be completely profitable. I don't, not even really a big fan of the 1 hour time frame. I much prefer to trade the 2 to 4 hour time frame. But that's just me. Everybody's different. There's really nothing wrong with trading the sort of time frames. I just have zero desire to actually do that. Let's see, the Aussie CAD. Ooh, that wave B scenario might be playing out. I mean, I guess it didn't break structure yet, so we can't say for sure, but the Aussie CAD could be a wave A, it could be a wave B, and it could be a wave C. We're right at the 61.8. If it goes down and breaks structure, it is going to be the end of a correction, and it's going to be the continuation of the downtrend. And it's probably going to eventually go down and take out that low. If it breaks structure, which it definitely has not done so yet. I would put my Fibonacci retracement from here to here. And I would definitely be looking for longs at a fib bounce. Or I would be observing it to see if it goes down and breaks structure. If it goes down and breaks structure, then I would stop looking for longs and start looking for shorts at the end of 3-wave pullbacks. If it does end up making 3 waves down to a Fibonacci level, making a big old engulfing move to the upside, then I would go long again for the continuation of the uptrend. Like I said, the trend is your friend until proven otherwise. So, yeah, I mean, it definitely looks more like the shape of a 1-2-3, but I mean, if it keeps stretching out, then it's definitely a 1-2-3. Otherwise, I mean, if it goes down, bounces from a fib level, turns back up, then it probably is it probably is a B, it probably is a C. Hey, Chrissy, how's it going, girl? How are you doing today? Nice to see you. That yo is awful weak, huh, Chrissy? Holy mackerel. Ever since we had that polymer election last weekend, the yo has just been so weak. I don't actually analyze platinum or palladium on a regular basis, but I do look at it upon requests. Let's see, this one's, I always see, that's palladium right here, okay. I don't analyze these on a regular basis, so it's things that I don't analyze on a regular basis are kind of more or less just an educated guess. Wow, that is a wicked downtrend, though. Kind of looks like it might be a 1-2-3 on the weekly. Wow, or maybe an ABC, I guess. I mean, obviously it's either an A or a 1, B or 2, 3 or C. My next area of resistance would be the 100%. If it goes down there, bounces, breaks, structure, it's going to prove the wave C, and then it's probably back into the uptrend. That is a really strong downtrend now. I think that I would definitely be trading with the trend on this one. Holy mackerel. Man, go to the 4-hour time frame and just ask yourself, how profitable would I have been if I would have gone short here, here, maybe even there, 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 and there. How much money potentially could I have made if I did nothing but look for shorts on this thing for pretty much ever since it turned down on those higher time frames. Probably ever since October of last year. I think you would have been pretty dang profitable. I definitely would be looking for shorts. My next area of resistance would probably be right around $700. $700 would be my next area of resistance. So I would definitely be looking for shorts at least until that area. The Aussie Swiss. Yeah, that Aussie CAD could turn into a 1, 2, 3. There's no doubt about that. That Aussie Swiss, I was kind of suspecting could have been the end of a Crutzen, which I still kind of wonder if it is, to be honest with you, but definitely looks like it could be the end of a Crutzen. Hold on a minute, I'm taking power. Alright, just a minute here. I'm just doing a little bit of managing on a couple of my trades, and I was letting people in my group, my premium group, I was letting all of them know exactly what I was doing. Like I said, anytime I get in a trade or anytime I get out of a trade, I tell everybody in my group what I'm doing at the time I'm doing it. So if you are interested, the website to join is fxpipcollector.com. It's only $30 a month. If you're paying in euros, that's only like $26, $27 a month. If you're paying in pounds, that's really only like $24, $25 a month. It's so cheap. Very cheap. So anyways, yeah, let's see. The Aussie Swiss. I was honestly thinking that the Aussie Swiss might have already ended a Crutzen. And it might just be a Crutzen to the uptrend, honestly. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if it really was just a Crutzen to the uptrend. Hold on a minute. I gotta manage my trades a little bit. Give me a second. Like I said, I am a trader, which is why I believe that everybody needs to learn to trade. You can't just copy other people's trades. You're never, ever going to be successful because honestly, someday when I get a $10 million trading account, who knows if I'm going to continue to do this? And if you don't learn how to trade, you might not ever be able to make money on your own. So, let's see here. What are we at? The Aussie Swiss, yeah. I was definitely thinking that the Aussie Swiss might have ended a Crutzen, so this right here definitely could be a Crutzen to the uptrend. It might even be a wave 1 and a wave 2. We definitely have a pretty clear break of structure, and it definitely held above structure, so I still think there's a pretty good chance this could be an ABC. So I would, if you are trading the sort of time frames, I'd put my Fibonacci retracement on here. I'd be looking for a Fibonacci bounce. I'd be looking for an engulfing move up for the continuation of the uptrend. If you're trading below the 1 hour time frame, then I would definitely be looking for shorts 100%. What do I say? So, yeah, I definitely would be looking for shorts below the 1 hour. Above the 1 hour, I would probably be looking to see if we could identify the end of a Crutzen for the continuation of the uptrend. If I knew exactly where the euro dollar was going, boy, I probably wouldn't be sitting here talking to you guys. I'd probably be so filthy rich that I wouldn't even know what to do. Honestly, the euro is so weak right now that the euro dollar might just keep on trending down pretty easily. The euro is just unbelievably weak right now ever since we had that election this weekend. So we are at a Fibonacci level, And if it does bounce from that level and start breaking structure, then I would definitely say that's the end of a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of 5. But does it have to do this? And if it doesn't do that, should we go long now just because we think that it possibly could do that? Or should we continue to look for shorts because the trend is down and there's always a chance this thing just goes down and takes out these lows? The trend is your friend at all times. I know that a few people in my group are really expecting this to be the end of a correction, which I still think it might be the end of a wave five. But until it actually goes up and really starts breaking structure, there's no proof at all that this is the end of anything. It could easily just break out and just keep on going down, which is why the trend is your friend. Hmm. Man, the trend has been down. Have you ever seen this shape right here? 1, 2, 3 waves up. Have you ever seen this shape right here? 1, 2, 3 waves up when the trend is down on the higher time frames? Have you ever seen this shape? 1, 2, 3 waves up. Hmm. I feel like I've seen that before. How about this shape? 1, 2, 3 waves up. That looks kind of familiar. Have you ever seen that before? I think I have. How about this? 1, 2, 3 waves up. I feel like I've seen these shapes on pretty much every asset pair across all time frames, just repeating almost on a daily basis. The Aussie Kiwi. I'm hoping the Aussie Kiwi goes up. Which it's not. I was hoping to get an entry to go short on this. I honestly think the Aussie Kiwi is going down in a big way. It's probably going to make a trend that is at least equal to this trend, which is a long, long, long ways to the downside for sure. I was hoping that we were going to get a proper ABC correction. I was hoping to see this as a wave A, this is a wave B, and I was hoping to see it go up for wave C, which I still think it possibly could. This actually could be an A, B, C right here. This could be a wave A, this could be an A, B, C, a B. It could go back up for a wave C and then give us a really good sorting opportunity. We went short. This is another trade that I provided with my group this week. We went short right here. We drove it down to around the lows right here someplace. I got out. And then I was telling everybody in my group that I was hoping to see it go up to make a proper wave C so that way we could rinse and repeat and go short again. I'm going to go short again on this thing if it provides an opportunity, 100%. The CAD Swiss. Yeah, let's see. CAD Swiss. Boy, that CAD Swiss really does look like it's like wants to turn up in my opinion. A lot of these Swiss pairs, I do really kind of suspect they could turn up, which is why I did go short on the Swiss today. But I mean, I'm kind of thinking that they could possibly turn up pretty soon. I think that this possibly could happen at some point. But guess what? I am not going to try to predict this bottom. Why? Because this could easily just keep on going down. The trend is your friend. If it turns up and if it breaks structure, then guess what? The trend is up. And I will be looking for longs and I'll be taking it all the way up to my higher target way up here, which is that blue box up here that you can hardly even see. But boy, it really does look like it's like bottoming out, doesn't it? It really, really looks like a 3, 4, 5 big time. It looks like it could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it goes up, if it breaks structure, then definitely, definitely, definitely stop looking for shorts and definitely, definitely start looking for longs in an uptrend again. If it doesn't do that, then continue to look for shorts in a downtrend. Yeah, let's take a quick look at these dollar pairs one more time. Wow, that is very strong. Normally, when price closes, if price closes below the 100%, the 78%, then normally it will take out the previous lows. So this is pretty much the last stop. If it does not turn here, then it is probably just going to keep on going. Definitely kind of a pump and dump, that's for sure. Man, that was a very, very unreal move, honestly. At this point, it might go all the way down to the 61, 78. It possibly could even turn into a downtrend on the higher time frames. So remember, the trend is your friend. Yeah. If this does not pull back at the 78%, but instead starts to continue down, then I would definitely close all longs, and I would definitely probably start thinking about looking for shorts. If you've been trading below the 1 hour time frame, then you should honestly have been looking for shorts ever since it started making lower highs. Lower highs. I totally thought this was just going to bounce from a fib level today and go up. Definitely. I mean, I said it in my videos today too. 100% that's what I thought. But you know what? That's definitely the market has different ideas sometimes, and there's really not much you're going to do about it. Honestly, the pound dollar might be the one telling us the correct story, which is one, two, three, four, and five. A, B, C of two, and then back up again. One, A, B, C of two, and then back up for wave three. Kind of seems like if this doesn't turn, that is probably exactly what's happening. This is definitely acting like a wave five, that's for sure, because what happens after a wave five is a big old downtrend for either a wave A or a wave one, which is pretty much exactly what's happening. So it doesn't look too good for going long, that's for sure, or being long. Gold still kind of looks to me like it could turn out, but honestly, you should definitely be looking for shorts in a downtrend, honestly. The trend has been down on gold. Now, I totally thought gold was going up. I totally did, and I still think that it could go up, but boy, it's not looking too good for that analysis. One, two, three waves down. If it turns up, then great, go long. If it doesn't, then probably time to get the heck out of your shorts. Call it a loss. Move on. Brush it off. Start again fresh tomorrow. Unfortunately, no single trade should ever affect your account in any really significant way at all. If one trade, or even two or three, four trades affect you in a really negative way, then you definitely need to reevaluate your risk management skills. I mean, to me, it still looks like an ABC correction. It still looks like one, two, three, four, five up. It still looks like it could be an ABC, but this is the 1 hour time frame. The 1 hour time frame could be extremely deceiving. This thing could easily just push up a little bit, which will probably make everybody go long again, and then just drop down. Like I was saying at the beginning of this live stream, I do have an alternative count on this, and my alternative count is that this is a wave 1, this is a wave 2, and this is a wave 3, and it's going to make a wave 4 and a wave 5. I always try to have a bolus and a bearish count. So that way, when my bolus count gets proven wrong, then I already have a bearish count to fall back on. Or vice versa, if my bearish count gets proven wrong, then I have a bullish count to can fall back on. And also, like I really do like being part of a trading community because you're constantly bouncing ideas off of people. And people in my group today were talking about how they thought it was potentially a 1-2 and it potentially was going down for a 3-4-5 of C, which possibly is exactly what's happening. But I mean, it really hasn't broken the low yet. I mean, it still could go up, but it's not really looking too great, is it? Kind of seems to me like the dollar is making a move to the upside. But definitely, if you have not done so already, definitely join my Discord channel. It is 100% free. Tomorrow, I'm going to be starting a brand new giveaway on my Discord channel with probably 100 USDT. So if all you had to do in order to participate in the giveaway is be a member of my channel, it doesn't matter if you're a free member or a paying member, everybody's going to have an equal chance of winning. So definitely check that out. It is 100% free to join. You never have to pay a dime if you do not want to. 100% to join, free to join. Now, if you join my free channel, you're not going to get any of the swing trade setups or the daily live streams that I do for my Zoom meeting for my premium members, which you get that by joining my website right here, fxpipcollector.com. But you can join my community 100% for free. You can bounce ideas off of people in the group. You can chat with other traders, share your charts. I don't care what kind of analysis you do. It doesn't matter if it's Elliott Wave or something else. It doesn't matter. Share your charts, share your trade ideas, interact with other traders, learn from people, and enter my giveaway. I'm probably going to start doing a giveaway on a monthly basis, so definitely check it out. You have nothing to lose, and potentially you could actually end up gaining. So definitely, yeah, I've actually covered the euro dollar twice, the pound dollar twice, and gold twice. So if you've missed it, definitely might have to rewatch the live stream because I'm just wrapping up right now. So as always, I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their day.